This might seem like an eccentric scripture passage to consult on a day like today, but I think it'll be clear in just a moment. This is from Paul's famous hymn to love in his letter to the church at Corinth. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious or boastful or arrogant or rude. Love does not insist upon its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the right. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. So thanks to Jo Forrest and her predecessors, the church has this wonderful cadre of Stephen ministers. These are lay people who are trained to assist the ordained staff in caring for the congregation. And they get together, I don't know, once a month or twice a month to learn things, and they take turns doing devotions. And Sally Campbell, would you stand up, Sally? Sally Campbell, when it was her turn to do devotions for Stephen ministers, wrote this wonderful meditation called Why My Dog Sophie. Sophie, come here, buddy. Sophie, will you come with me a second? This is Sophie. Sally and Sophie and Dudley and I go for walks once in a while. Sally wrote a meditation called Why Sophie Would Make a Good Stephen Minister. And it was so wise. It was so wise, I wanted the rest of you to hear it, and I'm using Sally's words under my own title, How Sophie Can Teach Us to Be Better Christians. My dog Sophie is a born empathetic listener and a compassionate friend. When you're sad, she starts with a paw on your knee, followed by a head in your lap, and if allowed, she inches up until she's licking your face with her paws on your shoulder, her big brown eyes full of concern. She listens with full attention. No texting, no peeking at her cell, no glancing at her watch, no thinking what she will say next. She listens attentively without judgment. She maintains total confidentiality. She never repeats, and she never says, "How could you have done that?" Or, "Here's what you should do," or, "Why didn't you?" or, "What were you thinking?" Sophie's full of gratitude. She greets each new day with joyful anticipation. Every mealtime, she attacks the same dry food with gusto, licks the bowl, and never says, "Where's the beef?" She is patient. Her happy face waits at the window to give an all-over wiggly greeting even when she's been left alone too long. Sophie lives in the moment, enjoying every minute of our walks, sights, scents, sounds, squirrels. She does not spoil a walk worrying about all she has to do when we get home or brooding about past or future issues. Sophie never compares herself to other dogs. She does not mope about thinking, "Dudley's perfect and I'm not." She's just herself without dwelling on her limitations or where she stands in the dog world. She's friendly and generous. Everyone who comes to the door gets a warm welcome and a gift of a shoe, a towel, a mitten, a toy, or whatever she can get her mouth to offer. She wiggles about with enthusiasm like a fish on a hook. Sophie loves without reservation. She holds nothing back. Her devotion is complete. She cares for everyone, friend and stranger. Sophie's not forever asking why. She accepts life as it comes with joy or with patience and without complaint. She's fun and funny. Her funky behavior can lower your blood pressure, dissolve anxieties, make you laugh, and soften your disappointments. She forgives forgetfulness, crosswords, long absences, late meals, lack of attention, and any number of other human failings. There are no grudges. Over is over. No reminders of the times and ways you've disappointed her in the past. So far, Sophie does not pray, but she's very good in church and would be pleased to attend every Sunday if invited. I think Sophie would make a fine Stephen minister, and she can teach us how to be better Christians.